Hey, what's going on, y'all? Sorry about this little fluff foo-foo thing, but they said it's supposed to block wind. We're gonna see. So I'm making this video to introduce everyone to what Watch the Gap is about. So Watch the Gap is a concept for a wellness platform. If we understand wellness, I'm moving away from the socialized notion of fitness and into wellness. For me, wellness exists in five different areas. It's financial, mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical. And I look to access all of those through my platform. So, Watch the Gap started when I was in college. My profile was originally called I'd Smash. You know, man, I went from Carlton to Will, Urkel to Stefan, Clump to Buddy Love. You know what I mean? And that's where it kind of started. I'd Smash. I was just getting full of myself, moving crazy. And then I realized that, that really wasn't who I wanted to be. So I changed it to Watch the Gap because obviously, you can see that I do have a gap. And it was like Watch Yaya because I was a wild boy. Some of y'all who know me, I was crazy. But understand that it was started there to like a metaphor for Watch Yaya. Then it evolved into something else. As I started to get into fitness, as I started to get into wellness, there are a lot of people who always tell me, "Hey, I'm going to catch up to you." And I'm like, no, you're not. So as you evolve, I'm going to evolve too, which is why my brand phrase is love your basement as you lift your ceiling. Because as they're getting good, the basement, right, I was also getting better. And then eventually that turned into a social theory of mine, watching the gap. So as you know, the real theory of the 99 and 1 are the colorless, the victimized, the abused, the homeless, the mentally ill, developmentally delayed, and so on and so forth. The people who have no voice and continue to have no voice in this world. And I will be the one to watch them. So if you think of the LIRR stations, MTA, as they have Watch a Gap, people cross it all the time and no one watches. But that's what I will do. So I look to establish the world's first wellness cartel through the horizontal integration of skills and platforms. And what that means, if I were to draw a mythological parallel, think of Zeus and the Olympic gods. While yes, there may be one, um, they're horizontally integrated. They operate in their own world to support the larger one. So the sum of the parts is as equal, just as important and equal to the whole. So if you think of Jesus and the disciples, yeah, they all were. Jesus may have been the main figure, but they operate in the body of Christ. So Watch the Gap looks to be a platform that breaks down the and deconstructs and decentralizes notions of fitness using my story as a means to connect, right? Because we need to understand that wellness is processed not only through visual mediums, but through our senses, all of them, all five of them, just like the five pillars of wellness. So, just a little bit about myself, why I called my brand phrase, love your basement as you lift your ceiling. When I came to this country from Haiti, my parents fled Haiti seeking political asylum because of the dictatorial nature that existed there. I grew up in a boiler room. Those were my earliest memories. I grew up in uh, the basement of a space, and I remember sleeping right next to a boiler. My family came here in a boiler room, and as they elevated and as they grew, understand that my parents were people of note in Haiti, and when they came here, they were stripped of everything. But they lifted themselves up by their bootstraps, and through the grace of God, eventually were able to move from lower class to middle class. And in that new house that we bought, there was a skylight that I used to love to look at and open up, right? And I used to have like a little toy thing that I needed to elevate it. So that's where the lift the ceiling comes from. But it's a metaphor. Ad astra per aspera, right? In Latin, that means to the stars through adversity. So as I grow and as I develop, I'm always looking for opportunities to pour back that love and support into the communities that made me. You know what I mean? And especially for the marginalized, because I too came from a marginalized space, and I too am the marginalized. These are individuals who have no color in this world. They're not black. They're not white. They're nothing. They continue to be colorless. They continue to deal with pestilence. They continue to deal with disease and violence and everything every day in the form of man. So it is my job and my duty and my divine purpose to unwrite and undo all of it. Many people don't know. My name is Yael. It's a biblical term, biblical name, sorry, for a woman named Jael. and she was an Israelite who slain a male general, right, in order to free the people of Israel from bondage. And that's what my aim is, to destroy toxic masculinity, to destroy all these notions and all these misunderstandings of what it means to be human. I will destroy these concepts through me. And using my model of wellness, I will align and acclimate and assemble individuals who believe in this purpose, who believe in human, right? Because that is the only thing that we are born with, human. That is our title. So watch your gap is also a metaphor. Look, watch it. Look at the space between you and everything else. So even down to my brand design, right? If we're to look right here, the W, I designed it very specifically. So the front of the W represents where you were. The middle represents who you are or where you are, and the front represents who you want to be or where you're going. But understand, as you fall back, that is still who you are. You have not changed, right? It's only to fall back that you gain a new understanding of the place that you fell from. So as you step forward, that place has now a new level of understanding. Because even if you fall back again, you have now double the understanding of the place that you fell from, right? So again, that applies to as we move forward, because if we're in the process of constant evolution and growth, we're never satisfied. Any place that you are in any process, that is who you are. You know what I mean? So like, I'm really here to preach that to people and to show that not only through my life, but to show it through examples of others. So there are a lot of things coming out, guys. I'm very excited. Please donate to my efforts in supporting these women who are suffering from domestic violence. I have partnered with an organization in Jamaica that sends out care packages to these women, and I reach out to them directly. Hopefully sometime in July I'll be able to go out to Jamaica as well and interface and interact with them directly, so they can understand that the men who have placed them in that space have nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? So long story short, that's what Watch the Gap is about. Reconnecting people to wellness through visual mediums. All right. So just a little bit about, the platform. It's a wellness platform that looks to expand globally. So if you are interested in joining, please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out. I will find a place for you. All right. So hit me up. I got you, and watch your gap.